have it.
What is it?
From the Education Authority. According to this, the only senior school place available for Matthew is Brookside Comp.
Well, that wasn't even one of our choices.
Oh, he can't go there. He wouldn't last 5 minutes.
Well, Danny Simpson seems to do all right.
I don't want Matthew going to a comp.
Oh, it sounds to me like we don't have any choice.
I'd rather break the bank and go private than send him there.
Susanna, private education is simply out of the question. Look, I'm sorry, I really have to go.
What time will you be back?
Well, that depends on how busy we are. Shouldn't be any later than 11:30. What time are Matthew and Emily due back?
They're not. They're staying over at Justin's, which means we have the evening to ourselves.
Right, well, in that case, I'll see what I can do about taking the evening off.
Oh, what do you mean you'll see what you can do? You're your own boss.
Good point. I shall definitely take the night off. After all, it still is our honeymoon.
Oh, hasn't been much of a honeymoon so far, has it?
No, well, make up for that tonight.
You better had, Max Farnham.
Right.
Hi, Belle. How are you?
Oh, don't ask. I suppose you've heard about the burglary.
Burglary?
Yeah, we got back from Nat's wedding to find the place in a terrible mess.
Oh, no. What, did they take anything?
Yeah, Nat's computer and my briefcase. Ollie thinks it must be somebody who knew we were out for the night.
Oh, that must be dreadful.
Well, it wasn't the best day of my life.
Oh. And Nat and the new Mrs. Simpson, did they get off on the honeymoon okay?
Well, that's another sore point.
Why? What happened?
They didn't go.
Well, why not?
Well, we don't know. We're all waiting to wave them off to the West Indies, and Jules came down in tears. And then Nat came down and announced that the whole thing was a dreadful mistake and it was all off. Nobody knows what's going on.
And neither of them said why?
No, not a word. You can imagine how the Bradleys have taken it.
Afternoon, all.
Oh, excuse me. You didn't happen to be around on Friday, did you?
Why?
It's just we had a break-in.
Oh, yeah.
I was wondering if you'd seen or heard anything.
Look, all right, OK, I'll admit I've got a track record for housebreaking. But that doesn't mean you've got any right to go round accusing me.
Look, I am not accusing you. The police have already taken what they think are kids' fingerprints, and I'd got no idea you'd got a record for housebreaking.
Oh, right. Yeah, well, I just assumed someone would have filled you in, you know.
I tell ya, I hope the weather's nice on Sunday.
Why's that?
Well, why'd you think? It's my only day off, isn't it? I'm sick of being stuck behind that counter. All kinds of tan people coming in, and I'm sitting there like one of Salem's lot.
You know what, love? Now you come to mention it.
I tell ya, on Sunday, weather permitting, I'm going to be soaking up the sun all day. And I'll take that greatest hits, blasting on the tape, latest copy of Hello, a nice bottle of Lambrusco.
Ron, can I have a word?
Well, that depends on what it's about.
Well, did you hear about the burglary at the Simpsons?
Oh, yeah. Bad luck, that, wasn't it?
Well, don't you think we should be doing something about it?
Like what?
You're chairman of the Residents' Association. Don't you think you should call a meeting?
What for?
Well, if something isn't done about security in the area, then decent families like the Simpsons could be driven away.
I get it. You just don't want to lose your posh mates from over the road. I mean, you couldn't care less if it was us that got robbed.
And I'm sure if your house had been robbed, you'd have called an emergency residents meeting straight away.
Now, listen, love. I will call a meeting when I think we need one.
And you want to tell your posh mates that they're going to have to get used to being broken into, especially living next door to Jimmy Corkill.
Look, don't trouble yourselves. I'll call the meeting at our place.
Hang on, you can't do that. It's the chairman's responsibility to call meetings.
Yes, but the chairman has just made it perfectly clear he isn't bothered. I'll chase everyone up. Look, I won't be expecting you two to attend.
Hey, no, just hang on. You're not even a permanent resident round here.
You tell her off. Getting ideas above a station. You're only Max's lodger.
Not anymore. Max and I are together again. Full time.
God knows how Jules must be feeling. She must hate me. Mum and Dad said anything?
Not much. Too preoccupied with the break-in.
Yeah, it was a blessing in disguise.
Bradleys are coming round later. No doubt they'll want the full post-mortem.
God, I'm gonna tell them.
Why did you do it?
You know why. 'Cause of you. I know I can't love you, but I realise I can't love anyone else. Not while I still have these feelings for you.
Hey, listen, love, thanks for coming with us. Tell them my nerves could have stood it on my own.
Why you want to leave now? You know, we're miles too early.
I don't want to be late.
Oh, fat chance. It's only going to take us half an hour to get there.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, hiya. Oh,
Hello.
sorry to hear about your break-in, love.
Oh, yeah, so were we.
Oh, yeah. How did the wedding go, anyway?
Fine.
I saw your lad yesterday. I thought you were supposed to be off on honeymoon.
Just a little setback.
On your way to the residents' meeting?
What residence meeting?
There's a residents' meeting now at Susanna Farnham's.
Well, nobody told us.
I'm sure it was just an oversight.
Yeah, she's called a meeting for everyone in the close.
Oh, everyone except the Corkills, that is.
Yeah, everyone jumping to conclusions as usual.
I really think you're being oversensitive.
Oh, do you, love? Well, I don't. Come on. Got a meeting to go to.
What about the talk?
We've got plenty of time for that. Come, Ed.
Do you want me to get that, Sue?
Oh, if you would, and it's Susanna, if you don't mind, Bev.
Right, then it's Beverly, if you don't mind, Susanna.
Oh, hi.
How come we didn't get an invite to this meeting?
Well, we thought you'd break your way in anyway.
What was that?
You what?
Nothing.
Look, I'm sorry, it really was very last minute.
Oh, is that right? Well, you found time to invite everybody else. Doesn't our opinion count or something?
Well, now you're here, you can put Belle and Ollie out of the misery. Wherever you stash the gear.
Are you accused of my Jimmy?
As if I would.
Please, we're not here for petty arguments. Can we all just calm down and get on with the meeting? Hmm?
Sorry to hear about your break-in.
Oh, thanks.
So how'd you get connected to the internet? I want to look up some porn.
You've got to be plugged up to the phone line, and there isn't one up here.
Yeah, I'll put one of these in. See if there's anything interesting on them.
Who is it?
I want to come in.
You can't.
What are you doing?
None of your business.
What?
Look, get lost, will you, or tell me Dad caught you smoking.
I never.
Yeah, but I'm the oldest, so he's bound to believe me. So just do one, will you?
All this stuff looks boring. Can't you look up some sex?
I don't know. I'll give it a go. Type in S-E-X.
Is that all you have to do?
Don't know, I'm just guessing. What's this? Sex, ha?
Doesn't look very sexy to me.
Re-sexual harassment?
Who's Beryl Simpson?
Must be Danny's ma. Some poxy letter that she's written to a solicitor.
So Simo's ma's a sex maniac.
I don't know. I can't understand half of it. It's all their big words.
So she's been writing letters about sex. Just wait until everyone at school hears about this.
I suggest a private security firm. Someone we can trust to supervise the area at night
Hey,
time.
love, what do you think this is? Buckingham Palace? We can never afford that out of BRA funds.
Hey, listen, I've got a couple of mates who've got security firms.
Meet them on the inside, did you?
I'm warning you. Besides, my Jimmy's gone straight now. In fact, in an hour, he's given a talk to some young offenders. Aren't you, love?
Lessons on how to rob, is it?
Oh, please.
I think all this talk about security firms is nonsense. I mean, I couldn't afford to splash out on something like that.
I think I'd have to agree with you on that one.
Well, another alternative would be security cameras.
If people can't afford private security firms, how are they going to be able to afford security cameras?
Anyway, I don't like the sound of that, being watched all the time.
A bit like having Big Brother breathing down your neck, wouldn't it?
Well, it was only a suggestion.
And security cameras have helped solve lots of crimes, like the Jamie Bulger case.
It's all right putting security cameras up everywhere, but it doesn't solve everything, does it? I mean, it just means that the criminals move somewhere else.
Well, personally, I like the idea of security cameras. I'd feel a lot safer. I feel very vulnerable here with the woods at the back. I mean, you never know who's lurking out there.
Don't say that. You give me nightmares.
What's that?
Are you expecting somebody?
No. Oh, no, it never comes round the back.
I'll get it.
Yeah, I'll give you a hand.
Hey, Ron, be careful. You don't think it could be that burglar again, do you?
We'll get a big surprise if it is.
Surprise!
What's going on?
Shouldn't we be asking you that?
Hey, I've heard of cat burglars, Max, but never tranny burglars.
I don't think it's burglary that Maxie's got in mind.
I think it's time we left you two together. I hereby declare this meeting closed. Very chic.
Darling.
Good timing, Max.
I don't understand this. Thought only fellas could sexually harass people.
So did I.
Don't you think it's weird, though, the way women get all moody about it? I mean, I'd be made up if a woman sexually harassed me.
Me and all.
Looks like she got sacked from her job for sexually harassing some fella.
But in the letter, she's saying it's not true.
She's bound to say that. Might knock over there later, see if she fancies having a go at me.
She's old enough to be your nan, you perv.
Yeah, but I prefer more mature women. They're more grateful.
What a fiasco.
The look on Max's face. He must have been mortified.
Wouldn't you be?
Bradley alert. They've just pulled up outside.
Oh, here we go.
Where's Nat?
He's just coming down now. Hi. Come in.
Right. Let's get this lot sorted once and for all.
Would anybody like some tea?
We didn't come here to drink tea. It's blood we're after.
Look, we'll never get this resolved unless we stay calm.
Oh, we were sorry to hear about your break-in. Oh, your lovely picture, ruined.
Where's Nat? Up in his room.
That sounds about right. Upstairs, burying his head in the sand, too scared to show his face.
Here.
Shall we sit down?
I'm fine standing. Have you any idea of the embarrassment you've caused us?
I'm sorry.
Not half as sorry as I am. Do you know how much money you've cost me?
John, just calm down.
Look, I never planned for any of this to happen.
Oh, found your tongue, have you?
I think he might have a bit more to say for himself if you just stop shouting at him for a minute.
Go on, then. We're all waiting.
Look, I'm really, really sorry for all the trouble I've caused.
I should hope so.
John, will you just give him a chance to speak? It's all right, Nat. All we want to do is find out what went wrong, so we can try and rescue this marriage before it gets out of hand, that's all.
Yeah, but that's the whole point. I don't think there is anything to rescue.
What are you on about?
Jules, I'm sorry, but I don't think we should have got married in the first place. We're too young. I mean, I've just finished my second year at uni, and I allowed myself to get carried along with it. But this has nothing to do with you, so don't blame yourself. I mean, you know, look what happened to George when she got married too young. I never wanted to hurt you.
But you have.
You've picked a fine time to decide this, haven't you? You haven't even been married a week yet.
I thought I could make it work. Look, I know I've been totally out of order.
Out of order? I'll say. How long have you felt like this?
A while.
How long's a while?
A couple of months, I suppose.
And you've waited all this time to tell us. Don't you think you might have been doing us all a big favour if you'd been man enough to tell us this months ago, instead of going through with that charade of a wedding and wasting thousands and thousands of pounds?
Is that all you're worried about, the money?
I didn't pour all that money down the drain so that you could tell her you didn't even love her in the first place. Oh, believe me, I won't be satisfied until you've paid me back every penny. I don't care how you do it, but you will.
Good. Well, I'm glad we got that sorted then. Because obviously the only thing that matters to you is getting your cash back!
What a place, eh?
Jackie, what are we doing here? Let's just go home, eh?
No, come on.
Gemma, I've warned you.
Leo, it's me. Open the door. Oh, yeah, what have you been doing in here?
I've just been playing on my Sega.
Why wouldn't you let Gemma play with you?
She's being a pain.
No, she isn't. She only wants to sit in the room with you.
I'll have to be getting off anyway. You won't be wondering where I am. Give you a knock tomorrow. See you, Gemma.
See ya.
I'm sorry, Jules. I just can't begin to imagine how you must be feeling.
I think you're still in a state of shock, aren't you, babe?
I don't know how I feel.
Well, has he ever done this sort of thing before?
What, jilted someone the day after the wedding?
You know what I mean. What's his past history with girls? I mean, how's he treated them in the past?
Well, to be honest, I can't really remember any other serious girlfriends.
He's brought 1 or 2 girls home, but I don't think we've met them more than once. I think Jules is the first proper girlfriend he's had, really.
Can you think of anyone else, Georgia?
No. Suppose he was a bit of a late starter, really.
Didn't seem to have much time for girls. Seemed to have plenty of other interests.
Yeah. And I'm starting to imagine what those other interests might be.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, I've always had my doubts about him at the back of my mind, but has it ever occurred to you that he might be a faggot?
Oh, well, that's very politically correct.
I don't care about being politically correct. All as I know is my daughter might have walked up the aisle with a shirt lifted.
Oh, now, come on.
Don't be so ridiculous.
Ridiculous? You hear about this sort of thing happening all the time. Gays getting married and having kids to cover up what they really are.
Nat is my son. Don't you think I'd know if he was gay?
Look, I know you're upset, JC, but making outrageous allegations like this will get us nowhere.
Outrageous, eh? He's had no girlfriends before our Jules. He wouldn't share the same bed with her on the wedding night. It wouldn't take Marge proofs to work that one out.
Well, surely if anyone is qualified to give us an opinion on this, it's Jules. Have you ever had any reason to suspect that Nat might be gay?
I don't know. I've never really thought about it before. Well, I suppose he could be. Nobody's offering any better explanations.
I'm telling you, the lad's a puff.
All right. My name's Jimmy Corkill, and I've come here to talk to you about drugs. I know what drugs can do to you.
So do I.
You're trying to make a dickhead out of me, son, eh? Hmm? Do you think I'm enjoying this? Stood up there with all you lot laughing at me. I don't want to make a pillock of myself any more than you do, son. Oh, it's dead easy to laugh when you're in a gang and that, isn't it, eh? So what have I got to do to make you shut up and listen, hmm? Give you the smack, eh? Will you understand that? Would that make you listen, eh? Bit of violence. You won't get anywhere by sitting there laughing, son. You might think you're being funny, but believe me, the joke's on you. Do you know what? Yeah, you mightn't think it to look at me, but I'm just like you lot. How are you? Always took the easy option, me. Thought life was one big laugh. Or shall I tell you something? I've killed a lad about your age. Yeah. Killed. Because of me, a young lad is dead. Crashed into the car he was in. Goofed up to my eyeballs on coke. And that could have been you. Or you. Or you. And he's not the only one I've killed. I know this lad. He's a DJ. I mean, that's pretty cool, isn't it, eh? A DJ. He thought he could earn himself a decent living by dealing. And probably he did for a few weeks. He thought he was smart. He thought he was clever. He thought he was God's gift. But it didn't impress me. Because I knew what was coming. He's in jail now. Just like I was. And that's just where you lot are going to end up. I couldn't care less if none of you have taken in a single word I've been saying here. I'm not here to preach to you. Believe me, I'm in no position to do that. So if you want to go out dealing, if you want to go out selling, taking drugs, that's up to you. It's no skin off my nose. I just want you to realise how crap your lives are going to be if you do. And the lives of all those around you and all. But I'm telling you, you don't want to be like me in 20 years' time. Some no-mark. Some dickhead who thought it was sound to make a living from ducking and diving, doing this, doing that, anything dodgy, anything that avoided any real effort, because I'm telling you now, it gets you nowhere. If you want to get yourself sorted when you get out of here, if you want to change, you've got to do it yourself. I mean yourself. Because no one else is going to do it for you. And the sooner you realise that, the better.
Look, I appreciate how upset you must be feeling, but I will not have you coming into my home with these ridiculous allegations.
All right. What about Nat? Let's see what he has to say about it. Let him look me in the eye and tell me he's not a puff.
This is really getting out of hand.
We'll see.
Where do you think you're going?
To find out the truth. Nat, we want a word with you.
What is it now?
Is the reason you can't stay married to my daughter because you're, you know, a queer? I mean gay.
What?
It's a straight question. Are you going to answer or not? We're all waiting.
I don't believe this.
And I don't believe that you've left my daughter after being married for less than 24 hours. There's got to be some explanation, and you haven't come up with anything else so far.
You're going to give him a nervous breakdown if you carry on like this.
So what? He's nearly given my Jules a nervous breakdown. I don't see why he should get away with it. Are you going to answer the question or not?
Believe whatever you want.
Well, that's answered all my questions.
Oh, hang on, he didn't even reply.
Exactly. A normal man wouldn't have hesitated. What more proof do we need?
Don't cry, love.
Oh, let her cry, for God's sake. Wouldn't you be crying if you just found out you'd married a queer? Listen, you can forget about the money and everything else. I just don't want anybody finding out that I forked out all that cash so that my daughter could walk up the aisle with a gay boy. Come on, love. Let's get you home.
I don't believe this.
I mean it. If anybody else gets to hear about this...
There's no way he's gay. Absolutely no way.
We didn't deny it, did he?
No, he didn't confirm it either.
Yeah, but surely if he wasn't gay, he'd have had some other explanation for what's happened.
Ollie, I'm his mother. If he was gay, I would know about it.
Come on, Belle. It's not the end of the world, even if he is gay. We're much more tolerant now. Not everyone's as prehistoric as J.C. Bradley.
Look, Ollie, I'm aware of that. It's not that I care whether he's gay, it's just that I know he isn't.
Yeah, well, I feel more sorry for him than anything. And if he's used this wedding thing to cover up his true feelings, well, it must have been hellish for him. That is, if he is that way. Morning.
Hi.
Sit down. I'll pour you some tea. Thanks. Did you sleep well?
No, not really.
I suppose you had a lot to think about.
Yeah.
Nat, your dad and I, we just want you to know that we will always love you no matter what.
Look, I really appreciate this, but I'd rather not talk about it.
Yeah, okay. Well, just so long as you know you can, whenever you want to.
It isn't true, though, is it? I mean, you're not gay.
Mum, I just said I don't want to talk about it.
Well, I do.
Belle.
Well, why didn't you deny it?
Look, I don't know anything for certain. The only thing I do know is that marrying Jules is probably the worst mistake I'll ever make.
So that doesn't mean you're gay.
Whatever you say, I'm gonna have a shower.
You know, this isn't going to be easy for him.
No, nor for any of us. Well, whether he's gay or not, the whole thing is a complete and utter shambles.
So where's the Ming? Haven't seen him for a while.
Neither of... Aye?
Well?
Yeah, I better get off.
No, you stay where you are. Leo, I'm going to ask you once, and I want an honest answer. What have you got to say for yourself?
It's not mine.
Oh, I know that. So whose is it?
It's Annette's.
Is this yours?
Yeah.
So what was it doing hidden at the bottom of Leo's wardrobe, then?
I put it there in case it got robbed.
Oh, I see. Like the Simpsons' computer was robbed, you mean?
I thought it'd be safer if I had it in the bottom of the wardrobe.
Leo, I'm going to ask you again. And this time I want the truth. Where'd you get this computer from? I said, where'd you get it from?
I didn't mean to do it, Dad. Honest to God. He made me.
I didn't make you do anything.
So if he told you to put your hand in the fire, would you do it? Did you take anything else?
No.
If you did, Leo, tell me now, because if I find out you're lying to me...
Honest, Dad, we didn't take anything else.
I don't believe you. After everything we've been through with the Simpsons, you have to go and break into their home and rob thousands of pounds worth of stuff off them. What did you think you were playing at?
I didn't mean to, I didn't.
Yeah, but you did do it, didn't you?
Yeah, but only because...
Because nothing. You're 14 years of age and you're breaking into people's houses. Do you know what they do with housebreakers? They put them in jail. Do you fancy that, the pair of you? Do you fancy spending a couple of months in a detention centre? I can't hear you!
No.
Well, that's what's going to happen if the Simpsons decide to phone the police.
You're not going to tell them, are you, Dad?
Oh, no, I'm not. You're going to tell them when you take the computer back. And I hope that they're going to be forgiven. Because otherwise, you two are going away for a long, long time.
What the hell?
Hi, there's a cup of tea for you in here.
Hey, what's going on here?
Well, what does it look like? I discussed it with Max, and we both decided security cameras was a very sensible idea.
You don't hang about, you, do you?
Well, there's a meeting yesterday ended in complete disaster. I thought I'd better do something about protecting our property.
They're an invasion of privacy.
Only if you're up to no good. So you've got nothing to worry about, have you?
I'll get it. What's going on?
I believe this is yours.
Where did you get it from?
I think we better go inside. Is that okay?
Oh, hi.
All right.
You better put it down here.
Well, then.
Go on, Leo.
We took her.
Speak up.
We took her.
What, you two broke into our house?
I really don't know what to say to you. I'm absolutely ashamed of him.
Well, I think we should call the police.
Please, Mrs. Simpson. Look, I'm really sorry. We brought your computer back. I'll never do anything like this again.
I'm sure that's what all burglars say when they've just been caught.
Well, this is a turn-up for the books, isn't it? It was only a few weeks ago you were attacking me because you didn't think Daniel was a suitable friend for your son.
I can assure you Leo's going to be punished good and proper for this. And I'll make sure that one's parents are told everything I know. Look, I know you've got every right to involve the police. I'd be grateful if you didn't.
Hold on. Where's my briefcase?
What briefcase?
The briefcase that went missing with my computer. Where is it?
I don't know.
Well, I suppose the most important thing is we got the computer back.
I need it. It has important documents in it.
Lou? We never took anything else, honest.
I want that briefcase and all its contents back here before the end of the day. Otherwise, I will have no alternative but to call the police.
If Leo says he hasn't taken anything else, then I'm sure he didn't.
Providing everything's intact, I may reconsider.
Right, come on, you two. Get moving. I really do think he's telling the truth now, but I'll talk to him again later, okay?
Hello? Hello?
Oh, so you decided to use the front door?
After my humiliation of yesterday.
You must be able to see the funny side.
Well, no, I can't, actually. I mean, everybody round here is already convinced I'm some kind of pervert without me turning up in the middle of a residents' meeting parading women's lingerie.
You really do pick your moments, don't you?
Well, that's just it. We don't have any moments anymore. Look, seeing as we're already up here, how do you fancy that we go through to the bedroom?
Only if you help me strip.
My pleasure.
What's going on?
Well, you did say you'd help me strip.
I didn't mean this kind of stripping.
Well, now that we're here. Oh, it's like we're a pair of newlyweds in our first home, isn't it? Hmm?
When did you make a start on this?
This morning. I thought as you're always moaning on about lack of funds, I'd do this one myself.
It didn't need doing.
Oh, I'm sorry, Max, but I don't feel comfortable sleeping in Patricia's room. I mean, the place is full of her and Jean's things. I can't relax until every trace of her is gone.
Cheers, mate. Keep the change. Well then, Michael.
All right.
Hey, what's up with you?
Long story, mate. Hey, listen, how are you? Have a good holiday?
No, it was crap.
Did Val enjoy herself?
Well, she was all right, but I'm absolutely knackered, you know.
Physically, lots of sex, drugs, rock and roll.
Yeah, I was on about that, but you can leave the drugs to you, can't I?
Oh, don't go on about that, Sin. I'm only taking them till after the competition next
You
week.
said that last time.
I know that, but... Aye, aye.
Oh, God, that's all I need. She doesn't know nothing about me and Val, does she?
No, he's safe.
Okay. All right, Faye.
Hiya, Faye. You missed me.
Oh, hey.
Oh.
Oh, what do you think?
You only just got back now?
Just this very second, yeah.
Well, that was good timing, wasn't it? How's Ruth?
Oh, she's sound as a pound, yeah.
Oh, you look absolutely exhausted. She's been keeping you up all night.
Well, I haven't been getting much sleep, if that's what you mean.
Oh, you poor thing. Well, I have got just what you need.
Oh, aye, what's that?
We are going on a holiday.
On a holiday?
Well, don't get too excited. It's nothing glamorous. A couple of mates of mine own this little guest house in Colwyn Bay, and I have booked us in there for a week.
In Colwyn Bay?
Well, I know it's hardly exotic, is it? But at least it's a holiday.
When was all this arranged?
Well, being separated the way we were last week, I realised how fond of you I am. I don't know, I've missed you, you know. Just thought it'd be nice if the pair of us had a little bit of time together, you know. Move things on a bit.
When are we going?
Well, you go and make yourself a cup of tea, and I'll go home and grab me case. And I'll call by in an hour's time in a taxi and pick you up.
In an hour? Well, Fee, I've already abandoned the shop for a week, you know.
Well, you just have to go and see your mate Jimmy and tell him to mind it for another week. Because I am not taking no for an answer. I'm so excited. I'll be as quick as I can.
Nice one, Sin.
If I have another week like last week, it'll kill me.
Can't take the pace, eh?
I'm beginning to think I was better off when I was single.
Believe me, mate, I'd swap my problems for yours any day.
Why, what's up? You have more problems with the steroids?
Nah, it's too deep to go into now. I'll fill you in when you get back from Colwyn Bay.
Oh, God. Hi, Lee. Did you miss me, mate? See you later.
I warned you to stay in your room, didn't I?
Got something to show you.
Better be good. You lied to me again.
Where are you going?
Want to get this room decorated for Emily. We may as well make a start whilst we're in the mood.
Susanna.
Oh, go on. It won't take long.
This is Alice's room.
Oh, not anymore.
All this, it's too soon.
Well, what is?
All this redecorating. I mean, you're storming ahead. This is really painful for me.
Painful?
Can't you see? You're dismantling years of my life like it never happened. Like it doesn't really matter. I can't just forget everything that happened with me and Patricia.
I know, but I thought that's what you wanted, to move on.
It is, and it isn't. It just feels so odd. What's David going to say when he comes back? How's he going to feel when he sees how quickly we've eliminated all trace of his daughter and his grandchildren, let alone the fact we're actually sharing a bedroom together?
The joys of having two families, hmm? Oh, don't get all sad, Max. You haven't lost Thomas and Alice. They're welcome here any time, and you can go and see them whenever you want. It's over between you and Patricia, but you're back with us now. You mustn't cling to the past. You've got to look to the future. We're going to start a brand new chapter together.
Well, everything seems to be here. Did you go through any of this?
No.
Tell the truth, Leo.
Ted looked through it. He thought there might have been a mobile phone in there or something, but there wasn't. Honestly, we didn't read anything, I swear.
Yeah, and you swore you never had my briefcase earlier.
I only did it because Ted had made me. I didn't want to.
Look, I can't apologise enough. But I promise you this, he really will be punished for this. He won't do anything like this again after I finish with him.
Well, I think we should consider the matter closed.
Hang on. There's still all the damage to the house and all the champagne they drank.
If you get me a receipt for the damage, I'll make sure Leo pays for it out of his pocket money.
Yeah, I should think so too.
So you won't be calling the police?
No. I don't think that'll be necessary now.
I really appreciate this. Leo.
Thanks. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, so are we.
I don't want to count your blessings, you lad. You don't realise how lucky you've been.
You'll break my arm, Dad.
I'll break your bloody neck if you don't stop whinging. Now get in.
Thank goodness that's all over with.
Yeah, well, it shouldn't be, should it? I still think we've let them get off scot-free.
Come on, Belle. You know what Mick Johnson's like. I don't imagine Leo's in for an easy time of it.
Well, I'm just worried that they may have read some of this stuff.
There's nothing in there to interest two young scallies, even if they could understand it.
I still think we should have involved the police.
Why? We've got everything back. The insurance claims in the post. We're laughing all the way to the bank.
Well, they've lied about everything else. Why shouldn't they have lied about this? I just can't bear the thought of those two thugs knowing every tiny detail about my entire life.
No, you sure you don't mind looking after the shop for another week?
No.
And you can see the position I'm in.
Listen, not at all, I told you. Don Juan. Oh. Still can't believe you got two women on the go. Why didn't you tell me sooner?
Well, it's not the sort of thing you shout about, is it? Besides, I never planned anything. It was just an accident.
Oh, I try telling that to Val and Jackie. Listen, I don't want to be the voice of doom or anything, mate, but you are going to get found out. And it's going to be sooner rather than later.
Yeah, well, to be honest, Jimmy, I'm having too much of a laugh to be even worried about it.
Oh, are you? Well, you'll be giving yourself an heart attack at this rate. Look what happened to Ron Dicker when he shacked up with a younger woman.
You all thought exercise was good for your heart?
Oh, I. Well, listen, when all this comes on top, I don't want my name mentioned, do you? Because when Val and Jackie find out, they're going to have your guts for garters. Yeah. And that's not to mention what they'll do to your tender bits.
You all set, then?
Yeah, yeah. Colin Bay, here we come.
Yeah. Are you getting off, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it was nice seeing you, even though it was a bit brief. Don't forget to send us another postcard, eh?
Oh, will do.
You coming or what? We're going to miss the train.
Yeah, I'll be right there. See you, boys.
See ya. Yeah. Take it easy, eh?
I'll do my best.
Bye, Mick. Hey, see you, Jimmy. Thanks again.
All right, no probs. I don't know. How does a slob like that manage to have two good-looking women on the go?
I don't know, Jimmy. You must have something we don't know about.
I'll tell you. He'll have his own private room and intensive when Val finds out. I'll see you later.
See you, Jim.
All right, gorgeous.
Oh, flattery will get you everywhere.
It's quiet in here, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's only early. It doesn't usually liven up till 10. Anyway, didn't think you were coming in till later.
Finished work early. And I just thought I'd drop this in for you.
What is it?
Only one way of finding out.
Oh, I love this. Oh, thanks.
Don't I deserve a kiss? Is it just you on tonight?
No, Mo's downstairs.
Best place for her. Any chance of getting off early?
Well, no, not this early.
I might as well get off then.
Oh, well, why don't you stay and keep me company?
I don't want to get you into any trouble.
Oh, well, at least stay and have a drink.
I'd rather go somewhere that didn't have the atmosphere of a morgue. I might see you tomorrow.
Oh, all right then.
Okay.
See ya. No? You've twisted me arm. I'm gonna come with you now.
What about Mo?
Well, I'll just tell her I feel sick.
Will she believe you?
Well, she'll have to, because I'm getting off whether she likes it or not.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm hungry.
You just have to starve them, won't you? You'll have food when I'm ready to bring you some. Now get back to your room.
It's like being in a prison here.
And that's where you and that tinhead would have ended up if Simpsons had called the police.
Tinner's gonna kill me next term.
What do you mean?
He's off his head. Honest, Dad. He's the one who made me do it.
You know what? I'm absolutely ashamed of you. It was your being a coward that got you in this mess in the first place. Why don't you just tell that tinhead where to go?
He did murdered me. You don't know what he's like.
Yeah, and I don't want to. But I know what you're like. You're nothing but a wimp. Too frightened to stand up to people. Now go and beat it.
Do you want a coffee?
Later. Come here. Sit down.
Oh, I'd love a place of my own, you know. But I'd feel really mean leaving our Katie. I mean, she wouldn't be able to cope with Louise on her own.
Doesn't seem fair she expects so much from you, though. She's not your kid.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, I feel really sorry for her. I mean, I wouldn't like to be stuck bringing a baby up on my own.
Let's just be grateful you're not. You smell lovely.
Yeah, well, that's thanks to you, isn't it? Oh, hey, Jack. Didn't hear you come in.
Obviously.
You haven't met Noel before, have you?
No.
No, this is Jackie. Jackie Noel.
Nice to meet you, Jackie.
And you?
Have you been anywhere nice?
Yeah, just the escape with Peter and some of the girls from work.
Isn't that a gay place?
Yeah. Pete loves the cabaret they have on Wednesdays.
Well, that's what he's telling you, anyway.
Look, do you mind if I use the loo?
No, of course not. Sammy, what do you think you're doing sitting in my room?
Well, I didn't think you'd mind.
Well, you thought wrong, didn't you?
Yeah, well, I haven't got anywhere else to go, have I? I mean, Louise is in there asleep, and the room's tiny.
Yeah, well, that's not my problem, is it?
Come in.
Hi. Fancy a tea or a coffee?
Yeah, I won't say no to a coffee.
How are you feeling?
Yeah, okay, just get on with this.
Fancy a chat? Look, I know there are some things that it's difficult to talk to your parents about, but you know George is always there for you, don't you?
What do you mean?
Well, if you want to talk about anything, you know, about the way you feel. What about when you were in the Cotswolds? Did you talk to her then about the wedding and so on?
Mind if I come in?
No.
I'll put the kettle on.
What was all that about?
Mum thinks I should confide in you.
It's getting desperate. Been hiding up here for days now.
What do you expect? I'm trying to come to terms with my sexuality.
Whole thing's a complete farce, isn't it?
I can't believe they're so willing to believe I'm gay.
You
Didn't help matters. You never denied it.
What was the point? I mean, the Bradleys wanted a reason why I couldn't love their beautiful daughter. Now they've got one. At least it keeps them off my back.
And what about Mum and Dad?
I don't know. Let them think what they want.
Dad's downstairs reading some book he brought home from work called Stranger in the Family.
What's it about?
It's about coming to terms with having a gay child.
Trust Dad to be reading up on it already.
Dad's a pushover. Mum doesn't believe you, though. What are you going to do?
I don't know. Can't exactly tell him the truth, can I? By the way, Mum and Dad, the reason I jilted Jules isn't because I'm gay. It's because I'm in love with my sister. That'd go down well, wouldn't it?
So maybe it would just be kinder to let them go on thinking you're gay?
What do you mean?
Well, don't you see it could be the perfect cover?
Cover for what?
You and me getting a flat together.
What?
Come on, Nat. It's what we've always wanted.
You want us to live together as a couple?
Why not?
Are you joking?
No. I'm deadly serious.
You've gone crazy.
No. But I might do if I have to spend the rest of my life denying what we both really want. We can't be happy with anybody else. We've learned that the hard way. Isn't this what you've really always wanted? Deep down?
I can't believe you've been saying this. It's too dangerous, George. And what about the Farnhams? They'd realise straight away.
But they don't know the truth, do they? They think I'm your half-sister or something.
We can't. Can we?
We could do it now. Just you and this could be our chance to make a proper go of it.
You smell lovely.
Off my new fella.
Oh, very nice.
He is.
Must be getting serious if he's buying you presents. Are you seeing him tonight?
I'm not sure yet. What are you doing?
Well, Jackie and Rachel have gone down to Birmingham to do this hair show. They wanted me to go down there when I finish work, but I don't think I've got the energy.
Yeah, Jackie was saying they're thinking of making a bit of a weekend of it.
Yeah, they're going to some club called Miss Moneypenny's afterwards.
And don't you fancy it?
Well, yeah, I did. I even packed a few bits, but I think I'll be too knackered. Got rehearsals all day. We're working on 2 new routines, and it really takes out you. Not that I'm complaining, like.
You still enjoying it then?
Oh, yeah, I love it. Oh, anyway, I'm going to have to go.
What time will you be back?
I shouldn't be any later than 6:30. I'll see you later. See you, Louise.
See ya.
Ron, what are you doing? Oh, I don't believe this. You didn't really film the garden last night, did you?
Now, don't mock. This, my love, is our latest state-of-the-art security system.
It's a camcorder.
Yeah, well, no matter. If there were any intruders in that garden last night, I'll have the evidence right here. I'll show that lady Farnham about home security. Here are their flaming cameras.
Are you babysitting again? Doesn't your sister ever look after a kid?
Yeah, she's in rehearsals today. Anyway, what can I do for you?
Look, I know this is really out of the blue and it's going to sound mad, but all you've got to say is yes.
Say yes to what exactly?
To come into Tenerife with me for a week.
What?
You heard.
When?
The flight's 9:30 tonight.
Tonight? Oh, yeah.
It's a cancellation. I got it through a mate who works at the travel agents. When he told me the price, I couldn't say no.
I can't believe this.
Well, you better add.
Look, no, I'm really sorry. I just wouldn't be able to get things organised in time.
Things? What things? All you've got to do is turn up. Have you got a passport?
Yeah.
Well, you're sorted then. All you've got to do is pack a suitcase. You don't need anything else. All expenses paid. Week in the sun.
Well, what about work?
Phone them now.
Terry's not going to give me a week off work at such short notice.
There's only one way of finding out, isn't there?
No.
What's the number for the club?
Where is everyone?
Out.
Good. I'm shattered.
Can you sleep?
Not really. Too much to think about.
Yeah, me too.
And?
It's crazy. Telling everyone I'm gay so we can run off into the sunset.
The Bradleys needed an explanation and they've offered you the perfect one on a plate. It's got them off your back, hasn't it? Now the way's open for us to really make a go of it.
I can't get my head around this, George. I mean, I've just ruined Jules' life.
You haven't destroyed her life. It might seem like that at the moment, but not in the long term. You'd have destroyed her life if you tried living with her.
Look, I don't want to spend the rest of my life in fear of being found out. It's bad enough at the moment every time I see Mum and Dad talking to the Farnhams. I'm terrified they're going to say something.
Why would they? The Farnhams believed you when you said I'd been adopted.
How do we know that? And what happens if they find out it's a lie?
Nat, if they haven't said anything by now, they're obviously not going to.
All right, and what if Mum and Dad tell them this gay story? What are they going to think then? Living so close to them's a nightmare. If Mum and Dad can't find out, they can't.
The more reason for us to move away.
Look, I told you, I'm not interested.
Not interested in what?
What are you doing sneaking up on us like that?
I wasn't sneaking.
I thought you were out.
I was, but now I'm back. You and Jules getting back together?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
Look, I'll tell you when you're 21.
I can't wait. Are you sure?
Oh, all right then. Oh, thanks very much, Terry. I really appreciate this, you know. Yeah, I will. All right then. See you soon. Bye.
So, this time tomorrow, we'll be in the Canaries then?
I haven't said yes yet.
What's stopping you?
Oh, I don't know. I just wish you'd have given me a bit more notice.
I couldn't. I told you it was a cancellation. Now, are you going to start packing or what?
Oh, I'd love to, but...
I don't understand. I thought you were into me.
Oh, I am. It's got nothing to do with you.
Well, what then? You've got the time off work and everything. Anybody else would jump at the chance.
I know, but...
Nothing, Sammy. Look, I booked this holiday because I thought you were serious about me.
Oh, I am.
Come with me then. Because if you don't, I can only assume you're not interested. And if that's the case, I'd rather just call it a day now.
Oh, I don't want us to split up.
Come with me then.
All right. You've twisted my arm.
Yes. Last. I never thought it'd be so difficult to persuade someone to come on a freebie holiday.
Oh, don't take it personally. It's just that it's come as a bit of a shock, that's all.
Now that that's sorted, I'll leave you to, iron your bikini. I'll come pick you up later. It's about 6:30, all right?
This is completely mad, you know.
So what? Why shouldn't we be completely mad? Got no ties, have we? So let's enjoy ourselves while we can.
Hello. What can I do you for?
That probation officer's just been on the phone.
Who, Paul? Did he say what he wanted, like?
Just said give him a ring.
Yeah. Probably wants me to do another one of them talks. I'll call him later on.
Jimmy Corkle, a great communicator, eh? Who'd have thought? What are you doing?
Oh, he gave me this form to fill in. Says it can claim me expenses for doing that talk.
What are you doing with Corky Carr's receipt?
Yeah, he said I can claim for taxis.
We went on the bus.
Yeah, but they don't know that, do they, love?
Can't you do anything straight for once?
Jackie, there is no harm in it, you know. Anyway, I gave me services free, didn't I? I think I deserve to claim £20 for bearing my soul the other day.
Jimmy, you told me you're going straight. Now you claim £1.50 for bus fare, do you hear me?
It's hardly the crime of the century, you know.
I don't care. If you say you're going straight, you go straight. I don't want half measures.
Oh, hi, Val. I didn't expect to see you two here. Where's Sinbad?
Oh, hasn't he phoned you, love?
No, why?
Oh, he had to get off to Bristol. Mandy's gone on a conference or something, and, well, he's gone for the week, you know, to look after little Ruthie.
Oh, I wonder why he didn't phone me.
Hi. So you're messing around in here?
Didn't think you were still talking to me.
Why did you do it?
Why'd you think?
I wouldn't ask if I knew, would I?
Ted said he'd kill me for never. You know what he's like.
You're lucky my parents didn't phone the police.
I know.
What did your dad say?
He went berserk. Thought he was going to kill me. I'm looking grounded. Not even supposed to be outside the house.
About Tinners, what did he say?
Dad told his mum and dad. Told me they went mad.
I'd like to be in your shoes next term.
Why do you think I'm here? Well, if I don't start building myself up, I'm going to be dead meat.
And you think pumping a few weights is going to sort Tinner out?
At least I'd be able to defend myself.
You won't. Not with Tinner. He's a bully, and he'll always be a bully. If he thinks he can't fight with his fists, he'll just fight with something else, like a crowbar.
Well, once I'm finished in here, I won't even be able to feel a crowbar.
Oh, why? What are you going to do? Fill yourself a coat of armour?
No. Better than that. My dad's got these tablets he takes. I'll build up his muscles. And I know where he keeps them.
Steroids?
Look, I don't know what they are, but I know they work. See how big he's gone?
You don't want to take any of those. You know what they'll do to you?
Well, they haven't done me dad any harm.
You're being stupid.
No, I'm not. I'm just sick and tired of being pushed around all the time. I'm gonna prove to me dad and Tinhead what the wimp that they think I am.
I still don't understand why he hasn't phoned me.
Oh, yes, you do, don't you? Because Jimmy's told you.
Paul? Jimmy Corkle here. What can I do for you?
Anyway, I better get off. Sinbad might be trying to phone me at mine.
What are you like, eh? Dashing home in case you miss a call from him.
Yeah, but I still think it's a bit odd that he suddenly shot off there without telling me.
Well, Jimmy's told you, hasn't he? It was last minute.
Yeah, I know.
Look, I've got Mandy's number here. Why don't you ring him there?
Oh, no. I wouldn't honestly think I was checking up on him.
Well, he's your boyfriend, for God's sake. You've got every right to check up on him.
No. I'll wait till he phones me.
Thought you were supposed to stop these stupid games when you're a teenager.
Believe me, you just get even more paranoid.
What did you want?
Can't believe it, love.
What?
He wants to offer me a job.
You're joking. Who does?
Paul, my ex-probation officer.
What kind of a job?
Never said. Wants me to call in now.
You working for the probation service?
Yes.
Well, that's a turn for the books.
Wonder what he's got lined up for me.
There's only one way of finding out.
Better be off. Mum will be back soon.
Suppose she'll go mad if she sees you talking to me.
It's understandable. Imagine what your dad'd be like if I broke into your house.
There'd be nothing left of you.
Exactly. See ya.
See ya.
Hi, love.
So this is it then, the result of your state-of-the-art security system.
Okay, no need to sound so smug.
What did I tell you, eh? It's a complete waste of time. How long have you been watching this?
Well, not that long. It's been on fast forward most of the time.
Don't know how you can stand the excitement.
Yeah, look, something's happening. Hang on. There, look, can you see?
No, I can't see anything.
There, look, it's shapes.
Oh, that's because it's getting light. The trees, you divvy.
All right, no need to rub it in.
Never mind, God loves a trier.
Suppose I'll just have to accept the fact the Farnhams have got one up on us.
Well, I think you should complain about that camera. It's a complete eyesore, if you ask me.
You know what? I think I might just do that. After all, if you can't beat them, might as well make their lives a misery.
This'll be lovely, won't it, Lou? Mummy's making you and your Auntie Katie a nice tea. Listen, Lou. Mummy's going to be going away for a couple of days. I'm going on a little holiday with a friend.
Can I come?
Oh, no, Lou. I mean, I'd love you to come, but you can't. You've got to stay here. Auntie Katie's going to be looking after you. You'll like that, won't you? And I'll be back soon. I mean, I'm only going away for a week. So will you promise to be a good girl for your Auntie Katie? Yeah? Well, then I'll promise to bring you back a lovely big present. Would you like that? I do love you, you know, Lou. And I'm sorry that I'm going away, but Mummy really needs this holiday. And a week's not long, is it? I mean, I'll be back before you know it. I'm really gonna miss you, you know, Lou.
And I'm gonna miss you too, Mummy.
Well?
It was all a big con.
How do you mean?
Well, he wanted to offer me a job, all right. But there was a little thing he forgot to mention on the phone.
Like what?
It's voluntary work.
Oh, you're kidding.
I wish I was. Part-time work in a drop-in centre for drug addicts.
I'm sorry, love.
Nah. I should have known there'd be something dodgy about it. Sounded too good to be true, didn't it?
So did you tell him to stick it?
No, not exactly.
Well, what then?
I said I'd do another talk for him tomorrow. Well, I might as well. At least I can claim the expenses.
Hello? Can I speak to Katie Rogers, please? Oh, right. Oh, well, she must be on her way home then. All right, sorry to bother you. Thanks, bye. Come on, Katie. Hiya.
You all set then?
No, sorry. Listen, I'm going to have to hang on. Oh, Katie's not back yet.
Well, when will she be back?
Well, she said 6:30. I mean, she should be back any second now.
Where's the kid?
Well, she's asleep in bed. She tied herself out playing in the garden.
Oh, she'll be all right, won't she? Can we just leave her?
Well, I really should wait for our Katie to come back.
Well, what hour will she come to if she's asleep? Besides, she's not even your kid. And you said yourself, Katie'll be back in a sec.
Well, can't we just hang on 5 minutes?
Sammy, she'll be fine. Now, when you come on, we're supposed to be at the airport in an hour, and the traffic's going to be heavy.
All right, then. I'll leave her a note.
Right, I'll take the case out.
OK, thanks. I won't be a minute.
Enjoying today?
Why?
You and me having the house to ourselves. It's a nice change.
Georgia, this flat idea. You're wasting your time.
Just too scared to admit it's what you really want.
You know, you have this really annoying habit of making everything sound simple. Being realistic is out of the question, so just forget it. I'll get it. It's you.
Don't worry, we're not stopping. Just something you ought to know.
Bye, Lou. Auntie Casey will be back in a minute.
I've been in touch with my solicitor, and it's his opinion that as the marriage was never actually consummated, legal proceedings can be initiated to annul it.
But their relationship has been consummated.
Not since the wedding. So that makes the marriage invalid. In the eyes of the law, it never happened. Are you satisfied now?
Look.
Don't bother saying anything. Hopefully this whole thing will be over and done with in a couple of weeks, and then with a bit of luck, we'll never have to set eyes on you again.
Before I go, I just want to hear you say it. I don't think I can believe it until I hear the words come from your mouth.
What words?
That you're gay. That you were just using me to try and prove to yourself that you weren't.
I'm sorry, Jules. I thought I did love you. And I wanted it to work between us, I really did. But I couldn't.
Just say it.
I can't explain it, but yes, because I'm gay.
You can't begin to imagine how I feel. I hate you.
Can you just hang on, please? It'll only be 5 minutes. Thanks.
Mabel? Come over. Hey. Hey!
Can you get me an ambulance?
Don't worry, I've got my mobile.
What's wrong?
It's my lad who's had an accident. I can't hear his heartbeat. Tell him to be as quick as he can.
Ambulance, please. Yeah, Brookside Close, Manor Park.
Oh, hello. Can you put me through to room 101, please? Thanks. Hiya, Jackie. It's me, Katie. Hiya. Listen, I've changed my mind. I'm going to come. Yeah. I'm getting the 7 o'clock train. I'll be a little bit late, so I'll just meet you in the hotel after the show. Think it'll be all right to bunk in your room for the weekend? Great. Right, I'll have to go. Oh, good luck. See you, Tra.
He's over there in the garage. Please hurry up, he doesn't seem to be breathing. Please, hurry up.
Excuse me. What's happening?
Just found him lying there.
What's his name?
Leo.
Leo? What's going on?
That's a young lad, he's been hurt.
Rick? What's happened?
Oh, Katie, it's all my fault. Oh, I'm so sorry, Leo. I'm sorry.
Is there anything I can do?
going up?
Leo's had an accident.
Apparently some weights fell on him.
Is it serious?
Didn't look too good.
I feel terrible, but I'm going to have to go. I'm going to miss my train.
Where are you off?
I'm going to meet Jackie and Rachel in Birmingham.
Yeah, well, you can't do anything here, can you, love? Go on, Leo will be fine. You get off.
Yeah, I'll go on. I'll see you.
Never rains, but it pours, eh?
No.
Trust us to miss the exciting bit.
Down Street Station, please.
Mummy! Mummy!
Here we are, Casey Jones.
You're an angel. She's a sweet little thing, isn't she?
Yeah. Unlike her mother, Trouble seems to be a middle name. Hardly a model parent. Still, look at us. Got a daughter whose marriage lasted 6 months and a son who claims to be gay.
Put yourself in Jules's place. At least we've still got a son. She's lost her husband.
Hi.
Hi.
Is Nat in?
Yeah. Go on in.
Thanks.
I wonder what she's come around for.
Jules.
Your mum said I could come in.
Right. You brought your dad with you.
No, don't worry, you're safe. And I promise you're safe from me slapping you round the face again. My dad'd kill me if he knew I was here.
So what have you come back for?
There's still a few things I need to ask you without anyone else around.
Right. Do you want a coffee?
No. I could do with a glass of water and a couple of them tablets.
You got a headache?
Yeah. Must be something to do with crying a lot.
Right. Look, I don't know what to say.
Please, if you say you're sorry one more time, I'll scream.
What is it?
I was just going to ask if it's safe to drink out the same glass as you. But it wouldn't make much difference, would it, seeing as though we've already had sex together?
I don't follow you.
I need to know, Nat. Did you use a condom when you went with other men?
I haven't slept with other men.
What, never?
No, never.
Well, then how do you know you're gay, then?
I just know.
But how? Maybe you just think you're gay.
Please, Jules.
Or bisexual. I mean, if you didn't like women, you wouldn't have been able to have sex with me, would you?
I do like women. I don't fancy them.
So you never fancied me, then?
Yeah, I thought I did.
Well, you must have done. Otherwise, you would never have been able to sleep with me. Maybe you're just confused. You don't know what you want.
I've told you that's the point. I do know what I want.
You think you know what you want. What if we had a break from each other for a bit? Give you time to think things through properly.
Jules, it's never going to work between us.
But why? I mean, I could understand it if you'd got cold feet or you thought we were rushing into it, but saying that you're gay, it's mad. You're just using it as an excuse, aren't you?
What do you mean?
because you haven't got the bottle to tell me you don't love me anymore.
I do love you.
You mean that?
Yeah.
Well then, until you can look me in the eye and tell me you don't love me, I am not giving up on us, Nat. As far as I'm concerned, we're still married.
How you feeling, son?
It still hurts.
Yeah, our Gemma made it. She's been to see Lisa.
Thanks.
I've seen the doctor. He said you were lucky enough to get away with just a broken collarbone. He said you could have broken your neck. What were you thinking about, son?
I was only doing what you said. So I could stick up for myself against Tinad. Thought if I made myself stronger, he'd be scared of me.
Yeah, no, but lifting weights for 10 minutes isn't going to make you stronger. You've got to have a proper training program.
I know, but I thought if I took one of those pills, I could lift the weights dead easy.
What pills?
The ones you use. You left them in the gym, so I took some.
You did what?
Look, I'll tell the nurse if you hit me.
I'm not going to hit you. God, what do you think I am? Leo, I told you I'm not going to hit you.
You have before.
Yeah, I know. And I promised you I would never hit you again. Leo, I don't want you to be scared of me. I'm your dad. Look, son, I know I said I wanted you to stand up for yourself, but I didn't know it would go this far. Those pills aren't going to make you strong.
You said they would.
No, I said they would help me through my training because of my injury. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to go in for that competition on Friday.
So does that mean after the competition you won't have to take them anymore?
Well, I won't need them after that, will I?
All right, boss. How's your Leo?
A broken collarbone. Nasty bump on the head. Gonna keep him under observation. Make sure there's no after effects from the concussion.
Well, he's lucky to be alive, isn't he, eh? Those weights could have crushed him to death. See, you got to be careful with this fitness game. You don't realise what you're getting into.
Oh, what's that supposed to mean?
Well, you know, doing the weights and taking stuff to build you up, steroids and that.
God, who told you I use steroids?
Val, look, she didn't mean anything by it, Mick. She's just worried about you. Apparently, they can have nasty side effects, these steroids.
Don't be talking to me like I'm some kind of druggie.
I'm not. I'm just saying you've got to be careful. Look, and don't be kidding yourself that they're not drugs, Mick, because they are. And I know what I'm talking about. I'm giving lectures on this sort of thing now.
Yeah, to smackheads and God knows who else. And the last thing I need right now is a lecture from an ex-smacker, so just shut it, all right?
Yeah, you see? Look, aggression, side effect of steroids.
I told you to shut it, didn't I, Jimmy? Now get off before I really lose it. You can take over from me tonight.
Okay, I'm only trying to help.
You can help by just keeping out of my way. I don't need all this crap right now.
All right, I'm going.
I'm making a sandwich, Joel. Ham and mustard one.
Yeah, great.
I think we've made a little friend.
How's Nat?
Still sitting in his room. Tried talking to him, but he's sticking to his story.
Well, at least you're making an effort. Did you look at any of those books I brought home?
You didn't leave them lying around, did you? You don't want Daniel finding them.
Belle, they're not obscene publications. They're about people who are going through exactly what we're going through. Trying to come to terms with the fact that a son or daughter is gay.
Shh, you know what they're like for gossip round here.
Oh, come on. They're not all as bad as that. Max and Susanna are all right. Actually, I was thinking about inviting them over for dinner tonight.
Oh, well, what if they start asking all sorts of awkward questions about Nat? I wouldn't know what to say to them.
Oh, they're pretty open-minded.
Well, I suppose we do owe them a meal.
Go on then, ask them. Go on, they won't bite.
Bolly.
Oh, hi, Val.
Hi. Max.
Hello.
Ollie and I were wondering whether you'd like to come to supper tonight.
Oh, well,
Oh, we'd love to. The children are staying with friends overnight, so we've got no need to worry about babysitters.
Actually, I might have to work late tonight, Susanna.
Oh, can't you finish early? You're the boss. Go on. Make an executive decision.
Huh. Well, I suppose I could.
Ah, there you are then. What time do you want us, Belle?
About 7?
Well, that'd be great. Thanks.
What are you going to do a thing like that for?
Well, like what?
What are we supposed to say over coffee? So, tell me, Ollie, how long has your son been sleeping with your daughter?
Max, whatever's going on between Nat and Georgia shouldn't mean we have to avoid Belle and Ollie all the time. They're nice people.
Oh, yeah, nice people whose son and daughter just happen to be having an incestuous relationship.
So we just drop Belle and Ollie as friends. Don't you think they'll wonder why? I'll leave you to tell them the reason, shall I? Hmm? Don't forget to bring a bottle of wine back to take round tonight, hmm?
You wanted an Empire State? I'm sorry about that, mate. Well, look, do you want me to deliver another one to you? Oh, well, I'll tell you what, then. I'll give you 2 for the price of one next time we come in. How's that, Kirby? Okay. All right. Bye now. All right, Phil. My head must be somewhere else today. That's the second order I've got wrong.
I'm not surprised. You must be worried sick about your Leo. Hey, do you think he's into a visit from his Auntie Val? I've got her some footy comics.
Oh, yeah, thanks, Phil. It'll be made up. I'll go with them myself when I've got this place to run, you know?
Well, can't Jimmy cover for you?
He had to get off.
Oh, right. So, what was Leo doing lifting those weights? He can't go lifting them, a lad of his age.
He's trying to make himself stronger so some lad in his class, this tinhead character, be scared of him.
Tinhead? Is he as bad as he sounds?
Yeah, he'd like to think he is. Anyway, our Leo's taller than him. This tinhead should be scared of him. Leo's just let himself be pushed around by this idiot.
Yeah, but if the lad's bullying him, you can't blame Leo for being scared of him.
But he's got to learn to look after himself, hasn't he? I mean, I told him to train with me under proper supervision, but he wouldn't listen.
Mick, he's not in the army. He's a lad who's frightened.
Yeah, he wouldn't be frightened if he listened to me in the first place and learned to look after himself properly. Hello, pizza parlour. Well, what's the address? Well, I don't know. Ask him when he gets there.
Ollie,
Something wrong?
do you think she's all right?
Well, now you come to mention it, those milk bottles have been there all morning.
Aye. Have the police caught your burglar yet?
No, not yet. Ron, do you know who's meant to be looking after that little girl over there?
Yeah, well, Sammy is, isn't she? She's a mum.
Probably in bed nursing a hangover.
There's been no sign of anyone else inside. Look, I don't want to seem nosy, but she's been up and down at that window since this morning. I think we should check, see if she's okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Hey, you're not forming a posse there, are we?
That's all we need.
What's going on?
We think this little girl might have been left alone.
Oh, little Louise. Oh, are you joking, aren't you? Is she all right?
We're handling this, okay?
Okay, I'm only asking.
Look at her little face.
Look, she's still in her pyjamas.
It's all right, love. Where are you now? Where's your mummy? Or your Auntie Katie?
Not here.
Oh, my God. She's left her on her own.
Well, we can't leave her in there. How can we get in? Come on, I'll break in through the patio doors round the back. Well, come, Ed.
Is he really going to break it?
Well, he's had enough experience.
It's all right, Louise. We'll be in to get you now. I hope she'll be all right.
Yeah. I wonder what's happened to her mother. Do you think maybe she's collapsed or something?
Well, if she has, it's nothing the hair of the dog wouldn't cure.
Well done,
Good here, Louise. Hiya, love. Come on, you're all right now. Your Uncle Jimmy's here, yes.
Don't you be frightening her.
Oh, come on, let's wipe those tears away, eh?
No sign of life.
Oh, look at your little face.
Oh, are you all right?
What's this? Oh, it's from Sammy to Katie.
Well, go on then. What's it say?
Oh, I don't believe this. She's gone swanning off to Tenerife with some bloke called Noel.
No. Well, who the hell's Noel?
Probably somebody she met in a bar.
She's not due back till Friday.
Friday?
And according to this, it's Katie that's supposed to be looking after Louise.
Well, where on earth has Katie got to?
God knows.
It's your Uncle Sinbad, isn't it? He'd be able to tell you some of his jokes. Mind you, that might make you feel even worse.
Hey, are you still here?
Of course I am. Me and Louis are having a right old gab, aren't we?
Yeah, you coming to visit me again?
You're a glutton for punishment. Of course I will, love. Right, better get off.
Thanks for coming in, Val.
That's all right. Can I have a word?
Yeah, won't be a minute, sir.
See you tomorrow, Leo.
See you later, Auntie Val.
What's up?
Isn't there something you forgot to tell me earlier?
Like what?
Like Leo taking some of your pills?
Didn't tell him the steroids, did it?
Well, I should have done, but no, I didn't. You're lucky you've only got your son lying in that bed. What if Gemma had taken them as well? God knows what would have happened.
I didn't know he was going to do something daft like that, did I?
God, I don't know what's got into you lately, Mick. You seem obsessed with this training. I'm beginning to wish I'd never told you about the gym now.
Come on, Val, be fair. You know I've been looking forward to Friday's competition. I didn't get the chance to perform at the last one.
Yeah, I know, but it's all you seem to think about these days.
No, and once the competition's out the way, I'll ease up. I promise.
Yeah, well, you want to ease up on the steroids, or better still, stop taking them altogether. You may be a lot fitter than you were, but you're not the Mick I once knew.
See, Corkle didn't hang about, eh? Typical.
Well, he did say he had to get back to work. Anyway, at least he has his uses. At least we didn't have to smash any windows to get into the bungalow.
Fancy leaving her on her own. Anything could have happened.
So, do you mind looking after her?
Us? Well, I would, but I'm just popping in now to grab a butty and then I've got to go to work.
Well, what about you, Ron?
Well, if it's just for today, I suppose I could manage.
Yeah, but what if it's longer, eh? I mean, we don't know when Katie's back, and my Ron's got a bad heart. He gets tired just looking after Josh. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. We would if we could, like, but, anyway, you'll be all right with your Auntie Belle and your Uncle Ollie, won't you, love? Ta-da.
We can't look after her. We don't even know her. Aren't you related to Sammy?
Well, only distantly, but I haven't had anything to do with Louise at all.
Hasn't she got any relatives? I mean, where's the father?
Your guess is as good as mine. Listen, I'm sorry, we've got to go. I'll be late for work. I'll see you later.
Yeah.
Bye, Louise.
Ta-da.
Just a minute. What a cheek.
Well, unless Sammy's sister comes back, we're going to be babysitting.
We've got enough on our plate at the moment, Ollie. There must be someone round here who'll take her.
Well, Mike Tyson over there can't do it. His son's still in hospital. What about Max and Susanna?
Oh, well, they're hardly likely to, are they, given their track record with Sammy?
Well, there isn't anyone else. Well, what else are we supposed to do? Come on, let's get you something to eat. Good job Danny's still in Formby. She can use his room.
What I would give to be in Formby right now.
Excuse me, Lady Mock. I thought you had to get back to work.
Well, it's my only chance to get me white bits brown, isn't it?
Well, like for some minute, eh? Fancy that Sammy leaving a young girl like that on her own, eh? And I'm surprised at Katie, you know.
Katie wouldn't leave Louise on her own. Not if she knew Sammy was going away. No, it's down to her, isn't it? You know what she's like. Swanning off. She deserves having the police put onto her. Might teach her a lesson.
Hey, don't you go staring it now.
Only saying.
Look at that. It's a flaming eyesore, you know. That Susanna Farnham thinks she's it since she moved into the close. Well, look at it. You can't get any privacy.
Ron, don't get worked up.
They're just trying to be flash, love. Well, I tell you what, won't be up there for much longer.
Why? What are you going to do?
Because I'm going to take it down. That's what I'm going to do. It's like having Jeremy Beadle in your back garden.
Come on, leave it. Oh, here we go again.
Help yourself to salad.
Oh, thanks, Belle.
Lovely.
That looks delicious.
I'm afraid it's all a bit thrown together with our eventful day.
Oh.
How is she?
More tears, I'm afraid. She just wants her mum. I think I just about managed to get her off to sleep.
Sammy obviously didn't make proper arrangements for Louise to be looked after properly.
Well, that's par for the course as far as she's concerned.
But where has Katie Rogers gone, then?
Who knows? Probably been abducted by aliens.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
You hungry?
No, I'm just going to go out.
Oh, well, Georgie's up in town. She's having a drink with some friends. Why don't you join her?
Yeah, maybe. See you later.
Bye.
He doesn't look very happy. Is there absolutely no chance of he and Jules getting back together again, then?
Well, she's still very angry with him, so... How'd you tuna, Max?
Yes. Delicious. Thanks.
Well, Matt wasn't ready for marriage?
No. Well, you know, he's still very young, and we didn't want to rush him into things.
Belle, you're obviously not going to be able to relax this evening. I think we should just tell Max and Susanna the truth. Well, they'll probably only hear it from someone else sooner or later. The thing is, how can I put this? Nat feels that he'll probably never be ready for marriage. He's gay.
He's what?
Yeah, he told us last week that's why he couldn't stay with Jules.
Oh, well, I see. Well, I had no idea.
I must say, garden's looking very nice, isn't it, Susanna? Those are pretty. What are they called?
Pansies.
Oh. Very nice.
Well, actually, I'm not at all convinced that Nat is gay.
Here we go.
You see, the whole thing was so out of the blue. I think that he's hiding something. When you're in the Cotswolds, did he seem strange to you?
How do you mean?
Well, did he say or do anything odd?
Odd? You mean odd in the way that might make us think that he's gay? No, not that we noticed.
I think Belle's more worried about people's reaction when they find out rather than Nat actually being gay. Are you too bothered?
No. Well, not at all. It makes no difference whether he's gay or straight.
Me neither. I mean, after all, we are living in the 1990s.
I want my mummy.
I've been for this all evening.
Excuse me. Can't you sleep, Puppet? Come on, we'll read you a story, eh?
Why don't you help yourself to some wine? Won't be long.
1 minute, Nat is sleeping with his sister. The next, he's gay. I mean, what the hell is going on?
Don't worry. Mummy will be back in a couple of days. She'll be back before you know it. Do you want to go to the toilet before you go back to bed? Can you manage on your own? Good girl. There you go.
I wonder how many more interruptions we'll have. Good start to the evening, isn't it?
It's not Louise's fault. She's just missing her mum.
I know it's not her fault. And I don't like to see her upset any more than you do. But, you know, she's not our responsibility. We've got enough on our plate at the moment without looking after a 4-year-old child. Child who belongs to someone we don't even know.
What are we supposed to do? Throw her out onto the street?
No, but after tonight, we will not be looking after her.
Well, who will be?
Well, unless Katie Rogers arrives first thing in the morning, I'm going to get onto social services. They can look after her.
Channel 4 serves up a cocktail of intrigue and adultery after the break. Political and personal betrayal is in the manifesto, in the BAFTA award-winning The Politician's Wife. Next.
Check it out.
Ollie. Oh. You'll be late for work.
I'm asleep.
I've just been on to social services. They'll be round later.
I still think you're overreacting.
I had all this out last night. Must have had about 3 hours sleep.
2.
At least she's asleep now. I must know Charlie and the Chocolate Factory off by heart. Willy Wonka. Grandpa Joe.
Mrs. Gloop.
Violet Beauregard. Oh, work.
Oh, just another 10 minutes.
Only me again.
You see my blue folder anywhere? I need it for this morning.
Yes, down here. What would you do without me?
Probably get the sack.
Oh, no. D-Day.
What?
It's my exam results.
Well, open it then.
You open it.
Coward.
Mummy?
Oh, Nat.
George, this is a wind-up.
It isn't.
Yeah, that's what you said when I passed my A-levels. I know your sixth sense of humour. That's it, then. Might as well pack in the course altogether.
Hey, come on, Nat.
George, I failed the 2 most important subjects. When I cock up, I really do it in style, don't I?
Well, can't you resit them?
What's the point? I'll probably just fail them again.
Nat, don't go beating yourself up about this. You have had a load of stress to deal with, what with the wedding, you and Jules, us. If anyone's responsible for you failing, it's me. You were trying to get on with your revision, then I turn up and...
You're not to blame. I'm glad you came back.
So am I.
Who's left the front door open?
Me, I'm just on my way to work.
Oh, I think I need a whole packet of this if I'm going to stay awake today. Did Louise keep you two up all night as well?
Just a bit. What do you think the social services will say to her mum?
Well, hardly likely to give her a gold star, are they? Still, your mum's determined to tell them about her. Coffee? What's up?
Nat's had his exam results through.
I failed.
What? The whole lot?
Studio design, project and environment.
Can you do a resit?
Is it worth it?
You can't throw all that work down the drain just like that. Come on, Nat, you've had a hectic few months. But now things are quieter. Well, quiet-ish. Resits will be a doddle. Just have to make sure you don't have any distractions like this one dragging you off the pub for a slight pint.
Would I?
You're under strict instructions to keep well away from him while he's working. You're a bad influence.
Terrible. Right. I'm off to work. You sure you'll be okay?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Thought you gone back to sleep?
Oh, gone past it.
Mum, you look terrible.
Mate, that just past it.
Nat's had some bad news.
Not something from JC.
No, not that bad.
Well, what is it then?
I got my exam results.
Never mind. We still think you're fab. Right then. I'm really going this time. Say goodbye to Louise from me. Not that I'll miss being kept awake for half the night.
Well, isn't she in the garden?
No, I think she's still asleep upstairs in her bed.
No, I just looked in Danny's room.
Where is she then?
Oh, my God.
Well, don't worry. She's probably hiding somewhere.
Well, look, we'll look upstairs. You two look outside.
Mum, I've got to go to work.
Come on, George.
I haven't got time to play hunt the child.
Come on.
Louis, Max, hiya, love. I hadn't seen you to thank you for all that stuff you donated to the over 55s charity auction.
Yes, of course, my pleasure.
Oh, hiya, love.
Hello, Julia. I'm glad you're here. Is there any chance of you babysitting for me and Max? We're going to the proms in London and we won't be back until tomorrow.
I thought we had a babysitter.
Well, we did have. She's got food poisoning. Just a phone call.
I'm awful sorry, love, but I promised Dolly and Polly I'd go to the bingo with them tonight.
Oh, no. We'll just have to try and find someone else.
What's up with them?
Louise! You haven't seen Louise, have you?
Louise? No, why? What's happened?
She's run off somewhere.
My God, you've lost her.
We thought she was asleep upstairs. We've searched all over the house. We can't find her anywhere.
When did she run away?
I'm not sure. Not all that long, about half an hour.
Well, there's no sign of her anywhere.
What the hell are we going to do? The social services will be here in a minute. If somebody's taken her, we'll be responsible.
Louise?
Louise!
Louise? Louise?
I won't be going to work at all at this rate. I'll have to ring and tell them.
I just hope she hasn't gone into the woods.
I'd always go and look for her in there. Very secluded.
Georgia,
What?
you know damn well what. Mum and Dad are outside with the Farnhams. What if they invite them in and we're out here together? It's too dangerous.
They obviously haven't said anything to anyone, have they? Max and Susanna believed us. They think we're stepbrother and stepsister.
But we're not. We're brother and sister.
Well, she's not in our garden.
We've had Matthew and Emily looking as well.
Thanks anyway. I don't know where else to look.
Dicky bitch.
Well, perhaps she's wandered off the cliff.
We didn't even want to look after her in the first place. We don't even know her. Now we're going to get the blame for not looking after her. What are we going to do?
Nothing.
But maybe I should look for her in the car.
I'll come with you.
Max and I would help you, Luke, but we've got to get to London.
Don't worry.
What's going on, kids? Oh, Louise has run off somewhere. You haven't seen her, have you?
Now, how long's she been missing?
About an hour. Look, the social services are due any minute.
Wouldn't like to be in their shoes.
What are we going to tell them?
Right. We'll have one last look for her. If we can't find her, then there's nothing else for it. We'll have to call the police.
Come on, kid. Here you go. Good girl. Louise!
Bye.
Another one bites the dust?
Afraid so. If we don't find a babysitter soon, I don't think we'll be going to London.
Oh, Oi! Cantona! You put this window through, it's coming straight out of your pocket money, right?
Sorry, Dad.
Why can't they play chess? At least our windows will be safe.
Nope. There's nobody else in here we can ask. Oh, I was going to ask Belle, but I think she's got enough on her plate.
Oh, well, there's an understatement. Oprah Winfrey could devote an entire programme to that family.
Oh, they're not that bad. Anyway, Belle and Ollie are our only real friends on the close, and I'd like to keep them. I suppose I could ask Georgie to babysit.
We're not that desperate.
Oh, she's not some kind of monster. Anyway, I happen to like her.
Not as much as her brother does.
Well, as we've got to be in London soon, have you got any other suggestions? No. That settles it then. I'll go and ask her.
That's it. I've looked everywhere. In the cupboards, under the beds. She's just not there.
Right. I don't think we should wait any longer. I'll call the police. Maybe that's good news.
Oh, sorry to bother you, Belle. I just wondered if you'd found Louise yet.
Oh, no.
Oh, I'm sorry, Max and I can't stay to help.
Shouldn't you call the police? Thank you, Julia. We're just about to. Come in.
Thanks.
We can manage. Thank you.
Can I have the police?
Oh, that interfering old... Yes, what is it?
She's here. He's found her.
Oh, she's all right.
She was in my back garden.
It's okay. A little girl had gone missing, but she's just been found. So thanks anyway. She's soaking. What happened?
She fell in the pond in my back. And I'll tell you what, lucky I found her when I did, because she could have drowned. Gave me a right turn, didn't you, love, eh?
Is she hurt?
No, she's just soaked through, that's all.
Better get you dried, hadn't we, darling? Ah, poor little thing.
Oh, well, at least she's been found.
She could have been abducted or anything. Who'd have thought it, eh? Jimmy Corkill, the hero of the hour.
Look, I'm just glad she's been found. If it had been a minute later, well, it doesn't bear thinking about.
Yeah, well, thank God you did. Well done, Jimmy.
Yes. Well done.
Hey, no sweat.
So why did you run away? You wanted Mummy. I know you did, darling. But Mummy's gone away on holiday, isn't she? Oh, your Auntie Katie will be coming soon.
Don't they want me anymore?
Yes, of course they do.
When can I go home?
Oh, soon, darling. Soon.
All's well that ends well, eh? I'll bring me snaps of your wedding next time I'm round here, love.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, I've just had a thought. Shouldn't you be on your honeymoon?
We had to postpone it for a while. Jules was needed at work.
Ah, we'll start your new life together, eh?
See you. Yeah, bye, Jimmy, and thanks again.
Georgie, I know this is incredible short notice, but is there any chance of you babysitting for us? Max and I are going to London tonight.
Yeah, that should be okay. What time do you want me to come over?
Now? We should have left already.
Well, that is short notice.
Well, yes, I'm sorry.
Why don't you go with your sister? Keep her company.
I thought I was a bad influence.
It's all right, clever clogs.
Oh, well, I mean, the children are all right for Georgie to handle alone.
It's all right. I was going to go to the cinema anyway.
Oh, well, just an idea.
Right then, I'll just get my stuff and I'll follow you over.
Oh, great! Oh, Ollie, visitors. Hi.
Mr. Simpson?
Yeah?
I'm Phil Taylor from Social Services, and this is Sue Green. Your wife phoned earlier about Louise Daniels?
Oh, yes. Yeah, come in. Belle?
Has Louise been all right?
Yeah, fine. She's just come out of the bath. Take a seat.
So, to your knowledge, there are no relatives that could look after Louise?
Oh, none that we can get hold of. We've no idea what's happened to Louise's dad. I think he and Sammy have been apart for some time.
And there's still no sign of Louise's aunt, Katie Rogers?
We've no idea what's happened to her.
Have you got this note that your wife said Louise's mum left for her sister?
Yeah. It's here.
Thanks. We'll need to keep this, Mr. Simpson.
So, what's going to happen to Louise?
Well, given everything you've told us, I think it's best if we try to place Louise with foster parents.
For how long?
A week. When she comes back, her mum will be asked to attend a case conference where she'll be assessed. And we'll try to find out if Louise's mum can actually cope with looking after her.
Well, she won't be taken to care permanently, will she?
That depends on our assessment of her mum.
Help yourself to tea and coffee. There's wine in the fridge if you want it, and crisps and biscuits in the cupboard.
I don't think I'll starve.
Susanna, come on, otherwise we'll never get there.
Well, all right. And we should be back by lunchtime tomorrow. So be good, you two. Go to bed when Georgia tells you. Matthew, when was the last time your neck saw a bar of soap?
This morning.
Oh, I think you mean weeks ago. Go and have a bath. In fact, both of you can go and have a bath.
Mum, we have to.
Yeah, so you won't get a present from London.
Okay.
Susanna.
I'm having first bath.
And don't let them give you any cheek.
I'm sure I'll manage. Have a good time at the proms.
Oh, and you've got the hotel phone number in case there are any problems?
Yes, we've already given it to her.
Oh, right. Well, thanks, Georgia.
No problem.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm doing first. Oh, I am. You always go first.
Matthew, Emily, remember what your mum said about no presents.
Okay, you can go first.
Can I come in?
Don't worry. Sue will have explained as much as she can to Louise without causing her further distress. Are you going to draw me that picture you promised me when we get back to the office, Louise? I'll have to stick it up on my wall.
She will be all right.
She'll be fine. You did the right thing in calling us. However, as far as her mum's concerned, we will have to make a report to the police.
The police?
Willful neglect of a child is a criminal offence. I'm afraid once we've reported the matter to the police, it's up to them what they decide to do with Sammy.
I thought you were going to the pictures.
Yeah, I was going to, but, you know.
No.
I don't know. I don't understand any of this, do you? It's mad. I should be with Jules. I should be settled down, passing my exams, happy, getting on with my life the way that everyone else seems to be able to.
And why can't you?
You know why.
I know what'll happen. We'll just get closer and then you'll back off again. We just keep getting hurt all the time.
Okay, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have come round. I better go.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow.
Nat.
Bye, Louise. See you soon.
Bye, sweetheart.
I'll sit in the back with you, eh? She will be looked after. Promise. You did the right thing. We'll be in touch. And if Louise's auntie gets back, let us know.
Will do. Hope to God we've done the right thing. Katie,
Will you tell her or will I?
we both will. Come on, let's get it over with.
Oh, why couldn't she have turned up a few minutes earlier?
Hiya.
Oh, Katie, where have you been?
Birmingham, why?
We're trying to get in touch with you for 2 days.
Why? What's wrong? There's something happened to our Sammy.
Oh, God, what's she being up to now?
Sammy's in Tenerife with someone called Noel.
You what?
You didn't get the note she left for you then?
What news? I don't know anything about a note.
Well, she assumed that you'd be looking after Louise.
We found her on her own in the bungalow the next day.
What? She being on her own all night?
I'm afraid so, yes. Belle and I took her in, but,
Is she in yours now? I'll go and get her.
No. We called the social services. We didn't know what else to do. We didn't know where you were or when you were coming back or anything. Anyway, the social services came and they've taken her and placed her with foster parents.
She's what? With foster parents?
Yeah, she was left all alone. She's been taken into care.
Short Stories joins the combined cadet force of Alain School on a gruelling week-long camp with the real army. The ups and downs of the assault course and the parade ground. Next on 4.